We're here with Mr. Andrew at TACOM, and he's going to answer some questions for us. Any thoughts, feelings, opinions on Bill C-21 and Canada's gun laws?
Yeah, the whole thing's a waste of time, and I mean, everybody knows the spiel, right? We target law-abiding firearms owners that are not doing anything wrong, not breaking any laws, not smuggling guns into the country, and we're not doing anything to punish criminals. But hey, it sounds good that we're banning guns, right?
Where's the disconnect? Why are we banning guns and not illegal guns?
It's easy to stop people with licenses from buying more firearms. The government knows who we are. We get our daily CPIC checks. We go through the licensing. We go through the certification process. The gangbangers, the drug runners, the gun smugglers, they don't go through any of that. The laws that affect me and my ability to take my property to the range and enjoy the shooting sports do not apply to the gangbangers and chain of fish that are shooting one another over petty crimes, dealing with drugs or other whatever illicit activity they're up to. It's really, really hard to do effective policing. It's really easy to take away registered items from law-abiding citizens. We're already on a list. The government knows where we are. All of our guns have to be stored legally. If you do anything to break any of the laws or regulations, you lose all of your stuff and you get a prohibition order. If you're a gangbanger and you break the law and you brandish a firearm or you shoot someone, you're already doing all of the other gangbanger things. Does a firearm prohibition stop any of that? Probably not. They've already got a smuggled firearm. They're already carrying it illegally. They probably have high-capacity magazines that I would go to jail for owning. So it sounds good on a soundbite. The politicians don't have to do any real effective change. The police don't get the funding they need to do effective police work. And it makes for a good soundbite. Because in 30 seconds we can say, we banned firearms, we banned pistols, we banned assault weapons. All of those sound good, but none of them are effective. It doesn't make a significant difference to the criminals that are actually using firearms in the commission of their other illicit activities.
On that note, how does Canadian gun culture differ from American gun culture? What would you like to see changed?
I mean, I'd love to be able to register a full auto-suppressed short-barrel rifle, but I mean, I don't think that our gun culture is significantly different. I mean, yes, we don't have a Second Amendment, we don't have a right to bear arms. There are certainly differences in the 2A community versus firearms ownership in Canada. And I think a lot of that is because of the registration and licensing schemes that we've got through. I don't see a problem with any of those. I think there's a lot more people in Canada that have firearms to enjoy them for sporting purposes. We have a lot of competitions. They have a lot of competitions in the U.S. We have a lot of hunting. They have a lot of hunting in the U.S. I mean, we don't have it enshrined in our Constitution that we get to overthrow a tyrannical government. But in the broad strokes, I don't see a significant difference. And I don't think that's really very different in any other Western country where you can own guns. The people that go through the effort of legally owning firearms are doing it to enjoy the shooting sports. Competition shooting, hunting, in jurisdictions where it's possible for self-protection or defense. It'd be great if we had more of those rights enshrined in Canada. We don't. I don't see that as something that's likely to change, but I don't see it as being a bad thing. If somebody breaks into your house with ill intent, you should have the tools to effectively defend yourself. In America, I think it's easier in their codified laws to be able to do that. I don't know that we necessarily want everybody walking around with a gun all willy-nilly, but we already have a very invasive licensing system. We already have the ability to get authorization to carry firearms. The government doesn't issue a lot of ATCs, but they could. There's not a lot that would have to change to allow for that.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Andrew. Appreciate your time.